You know, I guessed that you would be the only one who would dare to come here. You've got courage.
Yo, the Getcho podcast crew is in the building. That's right.
Yo.
That's right. We're here. We're live in location.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, I had to have my homie with me. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Delgado, Vince himself.
Hey, there you go. There we go. What's going on, homie?
How you feel, dude? How you liking this weather,
bro? Let me tell you how I'm not liking this weather, man. Tell me why it was like supposed to be 30 degrees today, and I'm thinking, oh, you know what? It might be like a chill day, you know? Nah, that wind said it's more like -2. So, man, and then, I don't know if you can hear me. I'm a little like congested. I'm a little backed up, you know?
Yeah.
It's a struggle out here, you know. Flu season, sinus season, allergy season,
dude.
All the seasons, bro.
It's catching feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That's what it is. I mean, I'm telling you, I feel like I know that they say it's the Windy City, but literally today it really is. I mean, it's like I'm trying to go right and it's pushing me to the back. The struggle of opening my door, you know what I'm saying? And then not having the door close on my leg is like a whole situation, you know.
100%, homie.
But that's why we live here. You know what I'm saying? We're here. It's to build us better. It's here to build us better.
What's the saying that every Midwestern says? We don't get tornadoes. We don't get earthquakes. We don't get hurricanes. We don't have snakes. So it's like you kind of like take what you can. Oh man.
Yeah, but, you know what? I'll take this over like earthquakes, though. I'll say that right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, at least I'm wearing a jacket. It's protective, but
exactly. Protection is key. Always wear protection.
For sure.
But quick shout out to Courtney Holland, Jordan Kirby, and On the Sidelines podcast. Everybody joining us like from the jump. We appreciate you guys. On the Sideline podcast.
What's good with you? Appreciate y'all.
When you're handsome like me, you never get sick. Listen, man. I guess I'm not that handsome then, because I'm getting sick left and right.
Okay. Shout out to you, homie.
But yeah, man. We here. We ready to talk some wrestling. Talk about Survivor Series. The Redeemer, just in time, saying what's good, homies. We appreciate you being in the chat.
What's good, Just? What's good with you? Appreciate you for stopping by, homie.
You got Deadline.
Good job on the watch along as well, for sure.
Got a lot of wrestling.
But like you said, there's a lot to do. A lot of wrestling, man. A lot. Yeah. You know, sometimes it's like when you have this much wrestling, you get excited. Just like how the McRib is back. I don't know about you, but you know, what I'm saying it's got me thinking.
Oh yeah. It's almost a little like congestion, just like my sinuses.
Shout out to anybody who takes Zyrtec D. You know what I'm saying? Claritin D. You know, Allegra. Give a shout out to Allegra as well.
I popped a few Allegras right before this to hopefully be on the up and up.
What on the sideline say? What do you say here?
He's saying, "See, I'm not even I'm next level handsome. I'm not even from Earth, so that could also play a part of me not getting sick. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
We see you. Well, all right, homie. We're gonna start this off the way we always do. What type of wrestling fan have you been this week?
So, man, I kind of juggled how I felt about this because going into the wrestling weekend, I wasn't all that invested. But then after Monday, I'm like super invested. Okay. So I would say, just like Katy Perry, I'm a hot and cold wrestling fan. Because I'm hot and I'm cold.
Okay.
I'm yes and I'm no. I'm in and
You're
I'm
in when you're
out.
out.
I don't know the rest of the song, but yeah,
I
you know,
got you. I got you.
I've been out on what they've been doing, like leading up to Survivor Series. It was all right. The War Games matches themselves were really good. I like some of the results of the matches, but all the other title matches in between, they were like, yeah, they were there, but like nothing too crazy. But then this past episode of Raw, in my personal opinion, and mine alone, I thought it was probably one of the best episodes of Raw we've seen in like weeks or a couple
It was real
months.
smooth.
Segment of the year, in my opinion, on there. You know, emotional roller coaster. And then we go to
Ooh.
NXT, and then it's more of okay, they started off hot, I kind of care, and then like halfway through the show, I don't care anymore, and I'm like, and
Eee.
it's mostly because I'm there for the women, I'm there for the NXT women, and then once they're off my screen, I don't care.
I mean, come on now. I mean, listen. Do we have to list off the women that are NXT? Jada Parker, Lola
Mm,
Vice, right?
damn.
Roxanne Perez, Julia.
Ooh, Stephanie
You know what I'm
Vaquer.
saying? Stephanie Vaquer.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey,
You
look,
know?
man. All these women on NXT. Kalani Jordan, man, I almost forgot about you. All these women on
Oh my god.
NXT
Oh my
just
gosh. How can we forget?
look, man, just with all these women on NXT, man.
Mm.
Me queda 1%.
It's why we here. It's why we watch on Tuesday nights.
I feel you. I feel you.
For sure.
All right, man. Hear me out, right? The
Okay.
type of wrestling fan I am, right, has kind of been a Forrest Gump type of wrestling fan,
Okay. Okay.
right?
Just keep running.
Just how like the quote running, right? Running, but
Hmm.
also just like how his quote is, life is like a box of chocolates, right? You never know what
Right,
you're gonna
right.
get. And that's what I felt watching the week of wrestling, right? Did I think that the women's war game was gonna be that good? No, I didn't. It surprised me, right?
Oh, for sure.
Did I think that New Day segment was gonna go the way it did? No, it didn't. I didn't think they were gonna turn that way and put it on E like that.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't think that Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins were gonna have an emotional
Ooh,
promo as
man.
well, right?
And even before that,
You
I knew I was
know,
gonna. I knew I was gonna see CM Punk and Seth Rollins throw hands. And shout out to on the Silence
dude, that early.
podcast because he's saying
Shout out, shout out.
CM Punk square up with Seth makes the Elite look even more soft. Feared for your life over that. Look, I love CM Punk, but he showed us why he didn't have the most successful UFC stint. You know, we saw
Oh,
it. We saw it. We saw it. We saw it. But shout out to that new CM Punk hoodie. It looked clean. It looked clean. I liked it.
hey, a different color? Was that a jungle green? Right? Not
Yeah.
bad, not
Jungle
bad, not
green,
bad.
forest green, military green. There's some shade of green.
Hey, I see what you're doing there. I see what you're
Yeah.
doing there.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but like I just didn't know what I was gonna get, and I was surprised, and I enjoyed every bit of it from the wrestling week, from World Tag League
Mm-hmm.
to Mustafa Ali having a match as well, right? We
Yeah.
also have what's it called? What's going on? Turning Point on TNA was happening as well. So there's a lot of things that are going on in wrestling that just have me always happy.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. For sure. I
So
agree, man.
before we go to winners and losers, right?
Yeah.
Survivor Series was this past weekend, right? And of
Yeah.
course, we got to talk a little bit about it. We decided to do a little bit something different, right? Obviously, everyone's seen Survivor Series at this point and kind of talked about it ad nauseum.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like since we're NBA heads, right? We take a little bit of the All Star Game approach and give MVPs
Right. Right. Right.
to a couple people that we think that stood out from Survivor Series.
For
So I'll
sure.
go first.
Okay.
For me, in the women's war games, I think the MVP of this for me is Io Shirai.
Ooh.
Io Sky, right?
Yeah. I can
She
see that.
had the backflip with the trash can, right?
Hmm.
Not just that, but she had the part with the fire extinguisher, right?
Oh yeah. She went
It
ham.
just seemed
Crazy.
like she was just highlighted throughout the war games, all throughout. And then, of course, she had the big thing in the press conference, right? It's just like she's just glued. She just even though you're not watching her, she
Hmm.
commands the camera. It's like the
Oh,
small
for
things
sure.
she does, right? So for me, the MVP on the women's side, Ayu Sky for me.
Okay, I like that pick. That's a good one. Um, I would have gone with Io Sky as well, but since you're picking her, I'm going to go a different route, and I'm gonna say the MVP. I'm gonna give it to Rhea Ripley. Obviously, Mommy's
Hmm.
always on top, and Mommy
Good
was
pick.
on top. She was on her game. She looked like a whole sexy ass demon with that new face mask that she just like took
Oh my
off
god.
in the middle of the ring. Man, I miss Rhea, and she looked fantastic. And
Yes.
I like how they addressed the little elephant in the room because she's gonna let Io get her title shot, and then she's gonna go after the title after Io's done with that whole setup. Plus, she got the winning pin in her War Games team, so I'm gonna give her Rhea. But if I had to have a first pick, it would have gone to Io Sky as well.
Nice, nice. You can't go wrong. You can't go
No,
wrong.
no.
Especially with the mask that she wore was dope.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
can't go wrong in that. For me, I'm also gonna give an honorable mention to our homie Damian Priest,
Oh
right?
yeah,
In the Gunther match. Woo!
man.
For a single match, that was great. It just
Yeah.
sucks that it was on the same night as War Games, right?
Mm-hmm. 100%.
I do like the finish, right? Finn had to get involved. It was good. They're building a storyline with those two. Obviously, they're not going to give you a clean result because they kind of want this feud to build,
Right.
right? Whatever Gunther was scared about was gone. That it's like we got the return of Gunther, right, in
Yeah.
that
Once
match.
once he gets in the ring, like all his insecurities go away.
Right,
You know,
right, right.
which is crazy.
It's funny too because like in that match, the award for Getcho most uncomfortable move had to go to Damian Priest himself. If you had
Oh,
to show the people,
for this right here, when
yeah.
oh man,
I mean, just look at this, man. I mean, the guy was in this headlock for a couple minutes, right? I mean, that's enough to sniff Gunther's strudel right there. You know what I'm saying?
oh yeah, yeah,
That's
oh for
enough
sure.
to smell Gunther's, Kolaski. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he probably smelled what Gunther had for breakfast that morning. Like it was like that. Like that was very close and intimate moment
Right,
right
right,
then and
right.
there.
I mean, just inhaling all of that, all the
Yeah,
fumes.
I mean, some
But
people
yeah,
pay top dollar for that kind of treatment, so maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing. Who knows?
hey,
Uh,
everybody's got their own kinks. You know what I'm saying? We don't.
yeah.
What's the word? We don't kink shame here.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. To each his own. To each his own. I mean, he used to be Punishment Martinez. Maybe it was because he liked to receive punishment. You know.
Damn.
I mean, it could be. It could be.
Hey, the word. Hey, if the shoe fits,
Or in this case, the boot, wrestling boot.
hey, I see.
Right.
Okay, I see you. I see you. I see you.
Yeah. 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 What about you, homie? Like you got a second MVP for the men's war games?
Okay, so for the MVP for the men's,
Mm-hmm.
this one to me goes to none other than Chicago's own Second City Saint CM Punk gets the
Hey.
MVP for the War Games match. The stuff in the cage with Roman,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then everything that happens in the ring has the big save, right? So he doesn't get that. So
Yes.
Roman doesn't get that tsunami.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and then can't forget about the most hilarious pose right now, right? Like when they're all doing the ones, and the CM Punk had to like sneak
Squeeze
right
it.
under them there and do the sleep.
Oh man, that shit was funny. You know what that reminded me of? It's like when you're hanging out and then your little cousin trying to like sneak in and be part of the little group picture or
Oh
whatever
yeah,
that you guys are doing. That was little cousin energies from Phil.
yeah.
Little cousin energy. But
He was
I'm
trying to
here
be he
for
was
it.
trying to be cool with the older cousins. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, no, 100%. I feel that.
And then
Um,
the fact that somebody had to tell CM Punk to go back out there. You know what I'm
dude,
saying?
because
Because he was already gone. This
he
man was
walked,
already about to go in the shower.
he was already in Gorilla, and then they had to tell him go back outside and
Yeah.
go pose for the picture. Go pose for the picture.
It's
Um,
like okay, all right, I'll go back out there.
yeah. So
So
once
So
again,
MVP
homie.
CM Punk.
Once again, homie, you took my pick as well. We on the same page here, but if I had to pick someone else
Of
for the
course we are.
MVP of the men's war game match, I gotta give it to the wise man Paul Heyman. Because he's the one that had to give him the little pep talk right as CM Punk and Roman were in the cage together. Because it looks like they were gonna let their differences, create this friction and almost cause dissension in the match. But then they started talking, and then Paul was out there. He's like, "Hey, best in the world, tribal chief. You guys have to work together. If you're gonna win, this is war games, so you guys can't bicker. You need each other if you're gonna win." They looked at each other and was like, "All right, fine. I'll do it for Paul." And I said this to my sister because I was watching it with my siblings. I'm like, why does this give me Jacob and Edward getting along for Bella from Twilight? That's what it felt like to me. The white guy, the long hair, dark, like brown
Paul
skin
Heyman is
dude
Bella. Paul Heyman is
with Bella, with the love of their life. Paul Heyman's Bella. Roman looks like he could be a werewolf, so he.
Oh yeah,
he'd be Jacob. That's kind of where we at with it.
Hell no. Right, I feel you. Right. I mean, who doesn't want to go and have a date at La Push Beach? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, there you go. Exactly. They know what they're doing.
Right. And because they, Jacob had a tribe, the bloodline, so
look at you.
It fits.
Like
it
the
fits.
connections
it
are there.
fits.
The connections are there.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say that might be a next sweaty session somewhere down the line, but who knows? Who knows?
Wrestling Twilight, I'm for it.
Hey, come on now. Listen, we're secretly fans. If people want to know, for overall, I mean, those are the MVPs I got for most of the show.
Same.
Everything else kind of just felt like it. Not I wouldn't say like shortcomings because it was on the War Games, but it just seemed that most of the bill was for the War Games, even though like a lot of good things happened. I mean, shout out to Shinsuke Nakamura, the new U.S. title. Champion.
Yeah.
Also got another new theme, which at first I wasn't feeling it, but now
with the samurai stuff, I thought it fit. It kind of
yes.
It kind of gave me vibes of like Samurai Jack, but if Samurai Jack had the powers of Shengu, is it Shengu?
Shengu, yeah.
Shengu.
I believe that's his height.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. I mean, you don't got.
Hey, I know what we're doing. I know we everyone knows the reference now.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm with you because at first I wasn't feeling it, and then after a while, like I was like, okay, this is definitely giving me like badass anime vibes right here.
100%, and I was for it. And I'm curious as to why they did one new version on SmackDown on Friday, and they did a completely different version for Survivor Series on Saturday. So it makes me wonder on SmackDown this week is he gonna have like the standard one on SmackDown, like that's gonna be his go-to theme song, and he has a special pay-per-view one when he busts out the samurai. Is he kind of like the demon for him, like this, like the Shadow Samurai or something,
Mankind had two entrance music. Well, he had an entrance and he had an exit.
Yes,
music,
he did.
Right?
He did exactly.
So I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that they did this, and I think it would be something unique.
I'm for it. I like it.
I'm for it. But here, the other question I was going to ask you: could they be testing Shinsuke Nakamura as like a new attraction?
I mean, he attracts me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he attracts me too.
You're right. They could be, especially with the presentation and how they presented him the last couple weeks. And I mean, they're still doing like the anime style, like AI generated animations and whatnot. So I still like that very much. I'm just very interested to see where they go from here, because it's easy to just put the title on him. It's the what now or the next move.
Yeah,
that's
true.
very
Because
crucial.
like as much as we love Shinsuke Nakamura and what he's done, it's like he's kind of been in this position already, and it's like when he gets the title, it's like, well, what do they do with him after?
Exactly. It's not the first time either. He's
Mm-hmm.
a former United States champion. He's a former Intercontinental champion, and yeah, he was champion and whatnot. But we still don't know what he's gonna do with that reign. So hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully it's
Yeah,
positives.
hopefully too. Hopefully, we're hoping. We're hoping. But
Um,
do you have
actually,
anything else for Survivor Series?
well, just want to follow up with Ivan here.
Hmm.
The ROPC says, well, Shinsuke is going back to Noah in
Oh,
January,
that's
and this time with the
right.
US
Yeah.
belt. So let's see how it goes. And Nakamura new character reminds me of the Great Muda in a way. I mean, he did
Oh,
retire
good
Muda.
callback.
Yeah, I like it.
That's why he's an OPC man. You
Yeah,
know,
OPC. There you go. I'm with it. I
I
like that.
like that. I like that comparison. I like that comparison, especially since he was one of the guys that had his last match too, Great Muda. So it
Yeah, he
kind of makes
retired him.
sense. You know what I'm saying? Taking on a little bit of the reins from Great Muda.
Yeah, he sucked out
Um.
all the mist out of his mouth. That's why he's able to do mist now.
he gargled it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Now it's part of him.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Inhaled all of that.
You know, Great Muda stem cells now. You know,
Create
but
Buddhist themselves.
I would also have to give an honorable mention too to Tiffany Stratton, right?
Yes.
Because she was kind of like also my runner up too for one the Money in the Bank part of the match, and then the Swanton Bomb from the top of the cage, also dope.
Yeah, because everyone anticipated the garbage can spot from EO. She did it last year.
Hmm.
She did it in
Uh-huh.
NXT. I kind of hope that if she's in War Games again, she doesn't do it because I don't want it to be
Right,
redundant. I don't want it to be
right,
like, oh, here's my go to spot, like
yeah.
because it risks becoming like Jip Duggan with the 2x4. Like at a certain point, it's like, oh yeah, cool, you got a 2x4. Who cares? America, woo, but
Ooh.
but it's like but it's like you know
Oh.
yeah, exactly. Maybe do something different. Maybe do something different next time.
Yeah, yeah, or like maybe retire it, right? Like it doesn't have to be just like a thing. Kind of like, what did Kofi always having that thing where he saves himself at Royal Rumble? Like after a while, like you kind of run out of ideas on how to do it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then it takes so much of a setup for her to do it because she has to put on like this string around it, kind of like a harness, and she got to
Oh,
carry it
see,
up
that
like a
was
book bag.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That was entirely different. Like she had to carry it up there.
Hmm.
And we all know how strong Io is, right?
Yeah.
But still, like that string that had it on, I'm sure like it wasn't comfortable.
100%. Our OPC says, let's give it up for Candace when she came in, did that combo spot, hitting the code breaker and dropping her back. And I forgot who was the two she did
Yeah.
it to. But that was a good
I think
spot,
Nia
too.
Jax.
Man,
Yeah,
was
that
it
was a good
Bailey?
spot.
I think it might have been Bailey and like maybe Bianca. But she hit a
Maybe,
really good spot. I thought I
yeah.
was very impressed as well. I was like, ooh, that was creative. That was inventive for sure.
Yeah, she was definitely earning her time, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you know what? She looked fantastic too, because with like the little like black like hoodie thing and like the hair
Mhm.
and the makeup and everything. I was telling my sister too. I was like, she looks like an evil Red Riding Hood, you know? Yeah, like a sexy evil Riding Hood. Yeah. Over
Okay,
here.
okay.
Yeah, eat
Is
all
that
my
you,
porridge.
grandma?
Yeah, sleep in my bed. Oh wait, no, that's Goldilocks and the Three Bears. My bad.
That that's three
Wrong
little pigs.
folklore.
Hey, it's okay. It's what I'm saying. We're still recovering from the
Yeah,
DreamWorks Pixar stuff, so dipping
exactly,
into
exactly.
dipping into the lore kind of mix things up.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's everywhere.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. That was Survivor
Yeah,
Series.
but overall, Survivor Series was a great show. I thought.
I think that was good
It
for
was
sure.
good, right? Um, everything about it, was dope. The fans were dope. Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
it. We could move on to winners and losers.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right. So I'm just start off with this is a winner, right? And I
Mhm.
know we had mentioned it, right? But we're gonna deep dive a little bit. The whole CM Punk Rollins and then Sami Zayn segment,
Ooh, yeah.
I thought, to me, this kind of set the tone for the rest of the night, right?
Yes.
Because like not only did you start off the show hot, but even though the New Day segment didn't end it, but it was towards the end of Raw, it just made the whole show smooth, right?
Right.
And I thought the with starting off with these two and having Punk start off and giving his explanations as to why, then to cut off by having Seth Rollins come out there. I
Mhm.
mean, man, I was expecting Rollins to have some decent comebacks in this promo, but man, Punk cooked his ass.
Oh, he did. Dude, I was the
When
entire
he said
time.
lines like, "You're thinking about me, I'm not even thinking about you."
And it's like I used to you had a title. You had something I want. You're not a champion. You don't have anything I want. I don't care about you. It was so many different lines and back and forth. And then all I kept reacting was like, ooh, oh, snap, damn, goddamn. You know? Like
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing for sure.
It was like listening to the new GNX, what I'm saying, the Kendrick Lamar album, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There's
okay.
just a lot of hits
Yeah.
in the songs and in the tracks.
And they hit.
You have to do your little deciphering, but it's there, and they
Oh,
hit. I mean, like
100%.
it's like, and then the whole like where they start squabbling up, shout out. But the part where they start fighting and everything like that, and then
Yeah.
everybody comes, and who would have thought Jay comes to back up CM Punk of all people,
Listen,
right?
since Punk's been back, everything I've seen of Jay Uso, he seems like he's a super CM Punk stan. Like I
Dude,
feel it.
because he had that thing where he went to the United Center and watched Blackhawks.
Yeah,
Remember? And it was all
yeah,
like because CM Punk told him to go check out the game.
yeah. Went with Punk and Jackie
Yeah, he.
Redmond. It was
Yeah, yeah,
it was the
yeah.
time. It was
Exactly.
the time. It was the time
You're
for
right.
sure.
He is a fan. He is a fan.
I'm with
Okay,
you
so like,
too. I'm with you too. I'm with you too.
and then the part where like Seth Rollins, like, yeah, go ahead, you too, Jay. Like, just calling out people for no reason,
Oh yeah, yeah. Tell us how you really feel, Seth, and his feelings.
For real, man. And then of course the
For
whole talk with Sami Zayn and him telling about how like
yes,
we're a family too. We go back. What about me and my feelings and then what we built? Like, don't you care?
yeah. I personally thought that it hit its emotional crescendo
Uh-huh.
during the scene, the Sami Zayn Seth Rollins exchange. I thought that's when it hit its peak
Mhm.
because it got to the nitty gritty. We talked about what everybody was saying. It's like Seth, you essentially created the tribal chief when you stuck that chair to Roman Reigns' back all those years ago and broke up the Shield,
Mhm.
and like you started this like spiral domino effect of the tribal chief. If you didn't do that, we might not have gotten the tribal chief. So it
Exactly.
was that, and it went back and forth. It led to a match. I'll be honest with you, I skipped the match. I didn't really care too much about it. I was doing some other stuff in the background while I was playing. No lie. Um, Obviously,
Uh-huh.
I cared once. Big Daddy Drew Mack showed back up and got a clean shot on Sami Zayn. But
Right,
it
right,
was
right.
all good content and started off hot for sure.
No, dude, it was great. It was great. And then it got everybody in. To me, I think Seth got to move on, right? Like,
Yeah,
you
he's
already
like
did what
that
you did.
scorned
It was
lover. You can't
WrestleMania.
move on. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, like somebody like that is always in your DMs asking you, "Hey, do you want to hang out or do you want to get a bite to eat?" Knowing that, like, yo, listen, what we had was a long time ago. Like, you got to move on. Like, I'm with
Yeah.
somebody else now. It's been 3 months. Like, we gave each other our stuff back.
Hmm.
Like, it's okay. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if anyone can relate to that, or is it just me, or
I know. I think everybody can relate to that. Shout out Brian Cook, joined the chat saying what's up, and then also
What's up,
saying
Brian
yes,
Cook?
stay warm, brothers. I'm like, yeah, stay warm because it's cold up
Yes,
in
we
here.
will. We're
It's cold up.
trying to, but it's we're getting there. We're getting there. What about
It's
you,
like
homie?
that storm that Jade be bringing, like she's making her entrance, like a storm is coming, and they're like, I think it's actually snowing. My brother was my brother's telling me that it's snowing. I gotta check the
Right now?
window. Let me check the window.
Hey, Shar, is it snowing? Is it
Oh
snowing outside?
yes, it's a little bit of a dusting. It's a dusting. Hey, broadcast in the chat. What's up, broadcast?
What up, broadcast?
Yeah, we got a little bit of a
Okay.
dusting over here.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let it snow.
A culture clash. I'm assuming that's JT saying your
Yeah,
storm
JT,
is
what's
here.
good with you?
Man,
You're
yeah, JT bringing the storm for sure. Okay, so for me, homie, I'm gonna take it back to War Games Survivor Series for my winners and losers, and I'm gonna give winner to the best bloodline in the world, the team of Roman, the Usos, Sammy Uso, and CM Punk. Obviously, picked up the win. CM Punk is a winner in that exchange as well because now he has a favor from Paul Heyman that he can cash in on. He can
mm-hmm.
cash in his Wise Man in the Bank favor and do that. Roman got a win over
I like that.
Roman got a win over the Bloodline. Now it's tied up at 1-on-1. So now odds are a little bit more even. And then in terms of losers, I got to give it to Bloodline 2.0 because injuries up the wazoo. Obviously over on the baby faces side, you had Jimmy break his toe, but that Jacob Fatu spot from the top rope, I don't know if he botched and just like faked that he got injured or legit got injured because he kept holding his knee and stuff. So I don't know. But
Well,
Big Bronson
I
Reed,
saw that. I heard that he's not injured. He just sold like he was.
listen, props to him. If he did sell like he was injured to cover up a botch, that's smart. That's genius right there.
Mm-hmm.
But also because Bronson Reed, they got to get the losers because Bronson Reed went for that tsunami from the top of the cage through the table.
Oh,
Like you said, CM Punk had to save on Roman, went straight through the table and went straight through both of his ankles because he broke them both. Crazy.
it's
Crazy.
Bronson Reed.
Yeah, broke both his ankles.
He broke his ankles while doing a splash.
Yeah, the tsunami because when he landed, he landed on his feet. He didn't land on like his.
What?
Yeah, he broke his ankles. He pulled a Vince McMahon instead of tearing both quads. He's like, "Oh, you gonna tear
Wait,
both
but is
quads?"
that how you're supposed to land on a splash, though?
No, I just think he landed kind of awkwardly, or I don't know.
Oh, the momentum maybe like he. Okay.
Remember how when Edge did that splash
Wow,
from the top of the
dude.
cage and then like messed up his leg? It was the
Yeah.
landing.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there
Holy
you go.
shit!
Ivan,
What did I?
OPC on the same mindset. He's like he busted an Edge Adam Copeland like when he dove off, landed on his ankle.
Oh, wrong one.
But
Oh my gosh! Well, shout out to the OPC. Shout out to the OPC.
yeah, for sure. But
Oh
yeah,
wow!
those
Damn,
are
I didn't know
winners
he
and
broke
losers
his
right there.
ankles. Damn.
Yeah, man.
Ay. Okay. So obviously we forgot to do this last week, right?
Right.
But obviously we have to give a big winner to our homie Dirty Dom,
Yeah.
right? For being number one of the 30 under 30. I know he
Yeah.
surpassed a couple notable names, but guess what? He's number one, okay? And a lot of people on that list are credible.
Oh, 100%.
But I will say that his match, right, with Gunther, this Raw, and the crowd cheering for Dom.
Bro, the
right?
crowd got behind Dom. That was wild to me.
Listen. I want to
Babyface
make
Dom
sure.
turn.
I want to make sure everybody knows where the Dom love first started.
Mm-hmm.
It started on this podcast with us here. We even had Benji even made a photo of a girl checking out Dom through the sunglasses. It's been our Twitter header
Yeah,
for what, the past 2
years.
years?
Oh, 2 years. Yeah, going on 2 years now.
Come
For
on.
sure.
We already know Dom is our guy, right?
Yeah,
Now it's fight. People are starting to see the light.
it's about
They're
goddamn
starting to see the
time.
vision.
It's about goddamn time. It's that LeBron James meme. It's that LeBron James meme after he won the championship with Cavaliers, and it's
Oh
like,
yeah, from
how does it
Miami Heat.
feel? Yeah. Oh yeah, Miami Heat when he finally won the championship. It's like it's about goddamn time. It's about goddamn time.
So yeah, so obviously big win, big dub for the
Yeah,
homie Dirty Dom.
for sure, 100%. All right, all right. So going on to me, I'm gonna go back to Survivor Series. We talked about it briefly, but I gotta give a full-on official winner of the week to our boy Shinsuke Nakamura, the brand new United States Presidential Wrestling Champion of the Federation. Shout out to Shinsuke, our samurai, our sexy shadow dark samurai. Shengu, Samurai Jack, homie.
Sexy
Yeah, yeah.
Skywalkers, you know what I'm saying?
He's bringing sexy back.
Japanese
Sith
taker,
Lord
you know.
Samurai Shinsuke.
Majin Nakamura, you know.
Ooh, Majin
Ooh,
Nakamura. Okay,
let's
okay,
do it.
okay.
Let's run with that. Let's run with that. Let's
Yeah,
run with
yeah,
that, right?
yeah. I like that. I like that. But yeah, got the championship over LA Knight, yeah. And we'll see.
Yeah.
Good things are happening, so kudos to him. And then obviously you gotta give that loser to LA Knight because you knew so I didn't see it, but you knew he was losing that match because he came out and he just had what I call loose face. Like he just looked like had
Mm.
like that I just ate ass face, like Kevin Hart said. Like he looked like he was sulking, pouting. He was not in a good mood. He was not
Mm.
cheery. He got up to the top turnbuckle to make his entrance. The championship fell, unhooked from the Velcro, and hit the floor. Had to
Getcho.
go and grab it, pick it up, go back on the apron, get inside. I sent that shit to
Oh,
Matt
oh.
from Smacking Raw, and I'm like, I should have known when he dropped that title, he was gonna literally drop that title because he dropped it right before the match even started. So listen, his championship reign, it was a big pop. I'm glad he took it off of Logan Paul, but he didn't really do anything with that run. Nothing of note, and then he
Mm-hmm.
just kind of cooled down. You know, he
Mm-hmm.
was very cooled down.
Mm-hmm.
I turned sour. You know, not to quote the New Day there, uh,
Right.
but I turned sour on LA Knight, and I'm glad the title's off of him. He's better as a chaser anyway.
I feel you because you know I'm not trying to say that I hate the guy, but there was no hype around him winning the title and holding it too. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
there's just nothing to bring a draw. And you know, I know some people might want to blame booking, but I'm going to blame him. You know,
yeah,
like there's
hundred
just
percent.
nothing that made me say, "Oh man, I can't wait to watch that LA Night match." You know.
Yeah, and everybody got there's like nothing in the matches where you're just like in ring wise that you get excited for. And then his promos
Mm-hmm.
have been just kind of like copy and paste almost. They felt like
For sure, 100% copy and
it.
paste.
I'm not saying that he was like reading off a teleprompter or anything, but it's like he had like, okay, insult him, talk about my Kavorka, say yeah, LA Knights, yeah. You know, like he had
Yeah,
bullet
right.
points he was trying to hit, and it felt like he was saying the same thing. And unfortunately, one of the things he had consistently going on is he kept saying some like borderline like racist things or stereotypical things to
Oh,
Andrade and
hmm
Santos Escobar. And it's like, come on, my guy. Like, I know that wasn't the intent, but me as a Mexican man, I looked at it on my bro, like talking about burritos and stuff, and I'm like, get out of here.
Yeah, like
Too late.
with churro, right? He said,
Yeah,
you know, whatever with your
churro,
churro.
not.
My thing is, if you're going to do that, and as we know here, because we're a podcast,
Yeah.
you better make sure that shit's funny. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
offensive or not, you better make sure when you're gonna say it, you better make sure that shit's funny.
Oh,
Because
100%.
if that's the intent that you're trying to give, and that's the kind of what I've been feeling about LA Knight. I feel like he's just being half-ass. You know,
Exactly. I feel
just
that.
butter cookies, just
Yeah.
being like a butter cookie, just half-ass. Just here you
Oh
go.
man.
I'm doing my
Butter
thing,
cookie.
clocking in, clocking out.
Yeah, no. You got to rise above that and get to your Girl Scout cookie era. That's
The Thin Mints, man. You gotta get to the samo. What's that?
listen.
Samosas.
I know everybody talks about the Samoans and the Thin Mints, but for me, it's the s'mores. For me, it's the s'mores.
Oh, that's something new though, isn't it?
Yeah. Nah, yeah.
That's
I've
something
had it for
new.
the last couple years, actually.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Shout
Okay.
out to the
Okay.
OPC. He's saying not only podcasters, you guys are professional wrestling analysts. I like that. Get your professional wrestling analyst. It's the only time you'll ever see the word Getcho and professional in the same sentence. But we with it. We with it. We with it. What about you, homie? You got any more
Okay. You
winners
know
and
what?
losers?
Since we're on the Circle Debate Network, we can use that. Okay, because I know that's something that they use. So yeah, we'll use it for us too.
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm for
We're
it.
probably not we're probably the weakest of the analysis, but whatever. We're there. We're there.
Yeah. We're still there. You got attendance.
We're still there.
Yeah.
But yeah, but shout out to everybody else in the chat too. What I for me losers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't understand why are we so hell bent on trying to make Rhea Ripley broken down, right?
Yeah.
This woman just got her eye gouged like she was Rey Mysterio, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she had the whole situation that happened with her backstage at NXT, where she got mugged and jumped, right?
Yeah.
Right, all at the
Yeah.
same time. Right? And then
Ooh.
she had the whole situation with her getting beat backstage and all this. It's like, dude, what? Why are you trying to make her weaker? Are you trying to give more heat on Liv and
So
Raquel? Like,
I think here's the thing that I've been feeling about Rhea. I love mommy, but
oh, of course, come on now.
while she was champion, or while she was like going for that championship like victory, she was put very dominantly, and then when she came back from injury, she's still very dominant to the point where it doesn't feel like anyone in the roster currently has a legit chance to beat her. Like at least no
I
one that they like. Maybe the only one would be like maybe Io Sky has been like booked in a way where you like I can see her being in Rhea. But tell me right now if you think like Liv is on her level, Raquel's on her level, like who like no one's on her level. So they have to do something to take her down a peg and bring her, make her a little vulnerable and weak. I'm not for it. I don't agree with it, but maybe book your
yeah.
women better.
I'm with you. I just think that the push into a pointy part of the table
Yeah.
is just kind of like a weird accident. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes. I'll say this. Props for the accuracy. Props for the accuracy, because like to get it down pat and to get it on the first try. Who knows if they rehearsed it prior to Raw going live? But you're on live
uh
TV. Imagine that doesn't go right. Could have gone
nah,
south.
I feel you. I feel
They
you.
stuck. They
I
stuck
feel
the
you. I mean,
landing, so
maybe
to speak.
maybe she got tips.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. I mean, it really looked like she did hurt her. I thought she cut her forehead
Bro, what is it the last couple weeks
from the
with like
angle.
what is it with the last couple weeks with like wrestlers on Raw hitting themselves in the corner of the announce table? Because the week before that,
Yeah,
Braun Breaker went for a spear and just
yeah,
like
bro.
pierced his gut with the corner of the table, just missed that spear altogether. That shit was
You know
crazy.
what? And it's so funny because it's like it's always been there, but it's
Yeah,
like this is kind of innovative in a way. I don't know. Like
I'm with it. I'm with it. Just
nobody
don't
has really
overdo it.
done it before.
Yeah, just don't overdo it. Like we're Just like we were talking about with the EO trash can spot. Don't overdo it.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
it's good.
That's
But it's
true.
good.
That's true. You don't want to overdo it and kill it.
Okay.
But we're here. We're here for it.
I got one more winner loser. Do you got any more, homie?
Yeah. I got one more, and then
Okay.
we can move on to what we think are biggest matches of Deadline. But yeah, I got one more.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll go first, and then I'll let you close things off. So I'm gonna go with winners. It's a collective here, and I'm gonna give it to the No Quarter Catch crew. And the reason why,
Really?
yeah, okay. Here's the thing. For the life of me, I couldn't tell you a name of a single wrestler in that group that isn't Charlie Dempsey or Ren Sinclair. And Ren
Okay.
Sinclair, I only remember her name because she's been on TV the last 3 or 4 weeks consistently. But the dudes that won the tag team battle royal, I couldn't tell you what their names are. I just know that one of them kind of looks like Cal Fletcher now that he shaved his head. And the other one kind of looks like No Way Jose in a singlet. So
Right.
I don't know their names. I don't know who they are. I don't know if I don't think I've seen them wrestle outside of that battle royal. But they won that battle royal. They're the number one contenders for the tag team titles. They're going to be challenging Fraxium on Saturday at Deadline. So they got that going. Fraxium, yeah.
I got that. I like that.
Yeah, shout out to Young Kings. Shout out to Smack and Raw. That's where I heard that from. Fraxium.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out.
And then Ren Sinclair literally falling to success. Cause Lola Vice came in, she was trying to take out Jada Parker, knocked out Ren Sinclair instead. She landed right on top of Cora Jade. And then Lola took out Jada Parker. And then the ref 1, 2, 3. Even though Ren Sinclair was knocked out, she landed on top of Cora Jade, got that win, got the final spots. You know what? They did the Ethan Page spot where he won the championship off a trick.
Oh, and yeah, that's where that's from. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, they got that. So 3/4 out of the members of the No Quarter Catch crew are on Deadline books, and Charlie Dempsey has his cup. So they're winners for me. And in terms of losers,
see that.
Yeah. And in terms of losers, I'm staying on NXT. Even though he won his last chance fatal 4-way qualifier, Eddie Thorpe, as they like to say on Young Kings Wrestling, he got knocked the fuck out. Because at the end of the episode, after he won, we found him laid out in the locker room. So one can only assume he might not even make it to the final the Iron Survivor match, which I'm thankful. Yeah, which I'm thankful for. Hopefully he doesn't make it. My little Austin theory here is that it was a little Obafemi resurfacing, taking out someone, and he's gonna fill a void, come the Iron Survivor, and maybe win.
Okay, so he did an Edge, right, where he took out Kofi to be in the Elimination Chamber.
Oh damn! True. Facts, homie. Facts.
Well, the fact that he's not even in like a qualifying match to be in the Iron Survivor is just odd, right?
Right, like, are you just like keeping him off of TV for some reason? Is he injured?
Right.
Like, just tell me he's okay. I just want to make sure he's healthy.
Right, because the last time we saw him, it can't be the last time he gave Nikita Lyons her jacket back, right?
Yeah, the last time we saw him. And
was it the last time we saw?
Last time we saw him, he was with Nikita Lyons.
Oh, so it's Nikita Lyons. Nikita Lyons' fault. It's Nikita Lyons' fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have to explain it to
Okay.
Ivan said that's what I said.
She got that thick fillet.
Yeah, for sure. Ivan says that's what he was saying. or it can be someone from the bloodline. We'll see. I don't know about the bloodline. I don't know if like if Jacob would show up in that Iron Survivor. I don't know if someone would take him out. Like I could see it being the main roster person that's going down for an NXT run, sure, but I don't know. I don't really see it. I wouldn't be
Yeah,
mad
I
about
think
it.
I think any of the guys, even the God, the Tonga
Yeah.
brothers, even them, I think they're a little bit above the NXT championship. I think they're more for the IC US title
Hmm.
for me. You know,
Yeah, I feel
um,
that.
but okay, so like the last thing I have is the New Day segment.
Mm.
Now, what they did, right? How
Mhm.
they've pretty much flipped everything and just said the reason why they're in this heel mode is because Big E was never around. I thought was
Right.
pretty smart, right?
Yeah.
It's very against the grain and what a normal faction and how they break up. It kind of brought me back to the way APA broke up on SmackDown
Okay.
when they pretty much had something where JBL said that he is just over with, and then Ron was
Well,
just like, "Is
the
that it?
last.
After all
The,
these years?"
oh, you mean like when they broke up and then he became JBL, went from Bradshaw to JBL?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
right,
so
right,
the reason why they
right.
lost is because I think they were laughing at Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman was saying, "Okay, you guys have a tag match, and if you guys lose, then you're fired." But he was pointing at Farouk only, and didn't specify APA was fired. He was saying that he was pointing at Farouk and saying you're fired.
Oh, okay, got you, got you.
APA lost the tag match, and then they go into the office. They're both hot. They're both complaining to Paul Heyman. And then JBL, like he's going off on Paul Heyman. It's like, whoa, hold off, Mr. Bradshaw. I didn't say anything about you being fired. I said Farouk would get fired. I still like you, Mr. Bradshaw. I still like you. I still want you to be on SmackDown.
Hmm.
And then, Farouk was saying stuff like, well, we're both out of here. He's not going to stay. If I'm fired, we're both gone. And then JBL
Right, 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 right,
was
right, right,
like, I can't really walk out with you, homie, just because you got fired,
right, right.
I still need to pay bills. And then that's where we got to the whole part of like, really, after all these years, that's how you're going to be?
Right, right.
But it was a very
It,
emotional segment, dude. Because
dude.
and I wish we
I
could
mean, like,
unpack it more, but it's just so much.
my thing is, why didn't they come out with Big E? See, I knew something was up when he didn't come out with Big E to start off with,
Yeah,
and then I knew something was weird when the crowd was chanting Big E, and
hmm,
then Kofi or Woods was like, "Yeah, we miss him too." It was like,
yeah.
miss him too? Like he's there,
Well, okay.
like
In the confines of
y'all bring
kayfabe
him out.
of the story, they didn't knew he was there. He didn't tell them that he was going to show up. They thought it was just going to be the two of them because the way they set it up was almost like them teasing that they're going to break up and go their separate ways because of the issues they've been having. Then Big E shows up, and
Hmm.
that's kind of like been their whole thing. It's like, now that we want to break up, now you show up. Like,
I see. Okay.
and here's the thing. There's some validity to what they're saying. I'm not saying they're right for what they did. I'm just saying I can see where in their minds there's some validity in the sense like, yeah, you broke your neck, you didn't have to do surgery, but why after 4 years now you're showing up? Your idea is like, oh, I'm gonna be y'all's manager. I'm gonna uplift you guys. I'm gonna remind you guys. I'm gonna like clap with y'all guys. I'm gonna support you guys as your manager. Well, why couldn't you do that sooner? And
Before, right?
what adds credence to their argument is the fact that he be on the pay-per-views. He be on the pre-show and the post-show stuff. He was on the Survivor Series
Mm-hmm.
post-show, and Wade Bear was basically asking him about the New Day, and he essentially said no comment. So
Ooh.
it's like it's situations like that that kind of adds weight to what Kofi and Woods feel in terms of being betrayed by Big E. And I get it. I get it. I've been there where, the homie has a new girlfriend. The homie doesn't hang out with you anymore. The homie doesn't have time to hop on the game anymore. Hell, I've been on the other side where I have a new girl, now my wife. Now I can't hop on the game. I can't podcast anymore. I can't go out and hang out. You feel some type of way. But
Yeah.
sometimes all you need is some time. But I love the way they did it. I don't think Big E is cleared or healthy to clear. I think they might have done this because he isn't coming back.
Right.
Because they didn't hit him, they didn't strike him. The most they did was like put his hands on his chest. Kofi did, and just like, nah, bro, social distancing.
I don't know where you've been.
I don't know where you've been, man.
I know where you haven't been. I know where you haven't been, Muff.
Yeah. So shout out to that segment, because in my personal opinion, I really loved it, and I thought it was like segment of the year. That's how great it was.
Ooh, well, we have to remember that for Getcho Awards coming up.
Oh yeah.
Like, to me, it was very therapeutic, right? Because they're friends, right? They're homies backstage, on and off screen.
Mm-hmm.
You knew some of that had to be real, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the words that they were saying out had to have some truth to it, a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if they prepped each other on what they're going to say, right? Because I'm like looking at Big E's face, and he looks really like emotional. Otherwise, he's just a good actor, right?
Listen, it could be both.
But man, when Kofi was Kofi coming in with the bars, talking about Stone Cold got his broken neck and he stayed. Kurt Angle got his neck broken and he stayed. Like, dude, Kofi, man.
You know what I liked about the segment is that when Xavier Woods talked about how, like, we didn't change. The difference between those guys is that they didn't have people waiting for them when they were coming back. They didn't have family waiting for them. People that were out here keeping the lights on for you, so you had something familiar to walk back to. We didn't change for you. We didn't evolve for you. Basically blaming E, saying like the reason why we've been doing the same shit the last 4 years is because of you. We were thinking about you. It used to be we and not me, and we were thinking about the we collective. We were including you in this, and we wanted to make sure that when you were able to come back, you'd come back to something familiar and not something different. It's kind of like that episode of Arthur when Buster goes on like the trips with his dad, and then he comes back, and then everybody's got his own thing. Arthur be playing with the brain, and then now he's not playing with Buster. They're doing the little imaginary games, and they're doing different imaginary games now, and it's like Buster's like, damn, I've been gone for a minute. Shit's different now.
DW won't even talk to me.
Yeah, exactly. So they're trying to avoid that. And the fact that Big E showed up without telling them, again, adds weight to what they're saying. I'm not blaming Big E. I'm not blaming Big E.
No, right.
I'm just saying it was so well layered, like a good onion, it made you cry. It was layered.
No, for real, man.
Yeah. It was a well layered onion of a segment. Because the more you peel back those layers, the more you teared up.
That was good. But though, especially when Big E was talking about to Woods, when he's like, man, Woods, come on, man. You and I almost got fired. We were on the verge of getting fired,
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And to me, that wasn't Woods' fault. That was Brodus Clay's fault, man. That was Brodus Clay.
But you know what? No, not Brodus Clay. Wait, was it Brodus Clay?
Maybe that was his name, wasn't it? Brodus Clay.
Yeah.
The Dancesaurus, whatever the fuck the gimmick was. Remember?
Okay, yeah. Sorry. I wasn't sure where you were going with it, and then I found the lane. I got in the right lane. I got you
Okay,
right here.
you found the right racetrack.
There, hey,
Yeah.
but
but who was feeling salty about this, right?
oh, I know where you're going with
Big
this,
E's girl.
girl. Yes.
Big E's girl was feeling salty about this, right? She came out and she was saying like, they're talking about how they bought their own home and they're looking forward to having the two of them over. And she was mentally planning to make 2 different meals to advocate for Kofi's vegan ass and Wood's childish ass palate. But since y'all want to be ungrateful, crybaby ass bitches, y'all can choke. And she had a picture of the middle finger.
Yeah, and what was funny is that Woods commented to that. It's like, good. Seems like we avoided some bland ass food, and then she hit him with the 1-2 combo. She hit him with the 2-piece combo. Saying it's like the only reason it's bland is for your undeveloped bland ass taste buds. And I'm like, oh shit, because
Well, and first of all, why would you even try to come back? Right? That's Mia Yim's sister, man. You
oh
know?
man,
Come on, man.
you don't do
You
that.
think this is this? Do you think this is the sister's only one-time rodeo about talking shit? No, man.
Nah, that shit runs in the family. You know they had
Never for years.
Yo Mama battles back and forth, just like
Come on,
damn it.
man.
Yeah, they had Yo Mama jabs back and forth like Wilmer Valderrama back in the day on MTV.
Oh,
Mia Yim and her sister going back and forth.
come on. You already know this. No, but okay. So like, shout out to the segment. Shout out to the Mia Yim sister. Shout out
Yeah.
to Big E. That's why you guys remember. That's why Big E is on the Asian delegation. Um. So fast tracking some news. Okay.
Okay.
Unless you got any more winners and losers.
No, we got them. We got them all covered.
Okay. So let me get my part of my notes here. So fast tracking on some news. Um. So I don't know if you saw this, but Triple H was collaborating with Webster's dictionary, right?
Okay.
Specifically, the Webster's Collegiate Dictionary, right? For
Right.
basically rewriting the definition of pro wrestling. Did you see this?
No, I didn't actually catch that. This is news to me.
Yeah. So he broke it down and basically professional wrestling, right? It's a type of entertainment involving wrestling matches whose progress and outcomes are planned in advance, typically between performers with established character roles. It kicks ass and I like it. That is the new definition by Triple
No way.
H.
That's fantastic, dude. That's great. I love that. Fire.
Right? And I think it's like I think that's smart, right? Come on, like it's at that time now where professional wrestling is kind of like, you're unsure of like what is the meaning, right? Because there's amateur wrestling and then now there's pro wrestling. So I feel that it fits, especially in this day and age. Um, so there's some analytics that I saw, right, from Wrestling
Okay.
Republic is one of them, and they did kind of like a percent scale of like to show like the in ring allocated to the women's wrestling last week, right? So the times that women had their matches, right,
Right.
from last week. So on Raw, they had a total of 9 minutes and 58 seconds. On
Okay.
NXT, they had 15 minutes 18 seconds.
Okay.
Dynamite had 9 minutes and 20 seconds.
Uh-huh.
SmackDown had 18 minutes and 12 seconds.
Damn.
Full Gear had 19 minutes and 23 seconds.
Okay.
Right? Overall, that's kind of short, right? When you
Yeah.
think about the grand scheme thing, especially from like the 2-hour show,
Yeah.
from AEW, Raw, NXT, right? NXT has a big number, 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But that's if you just want to look at the match, fine. But we all know in NXT, like they're in segments from beginning to end,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Um, a full gear. I mean, that was a pay-per-view, right?
Mhm.
So like they're gonna have the minutes in there. And if you want to look at it from another standpoint, there was only one women's match, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So and the same thing I'll say for Raw too. Like even though their match was only like barely 10 minutes, they're in segments a lot.
Yeah. That's true.
So but I guess the overall point is that like you, me, I feel mad. Most of the cafeteria is involved in wrestling because of the women.
Hmm.
So just in general, just give them more time to shine. You know,
Exactly.
maybe they should really look forward into having this all women's pay per view, right?
Yeah. Bring back Evolution.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
100%.
Speaking of girls, Adam Cole once said that he turned down a girl's kiss to watch Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton's match on No Way Out 2006.
Get out.
Apparently, things got a little hot. Things were, getting more intimate, right? Getting the feels.
Uh
And a girl was about to kiss Adam Cole, and she said, "Hold on, baby. I'm watching Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton."
huh. I mean, it was high stake matches because Rey Mysterio's Royal Rumble win was on the line. Will Rey Mysterio be able to honor his late great friend Eddie Guerrero, or will the dastardly Randy Orton steal it away from him?
Oh, he made story time with Adam Cole, baby. Yeah. Let me tell you about
Yeah.
the time I almost got asked, but didn't.
Oh my god.
Okay, so the last thing I got on this is Undertaker 6 Feet Under podcast had
Okay.
a guest Teddy Long on there, right? I don't know if
All
you've
right.
seen this.
Mm-mm.
Teddy Long tells all of these kinds of stories about back in the day and everything like that, and how it is to be in a wrestling fan right now, and blah blah blah, all that good stuff. But he tells this one story about how he had to go to wrestling court. You remember wrestling court?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
if
I
there's some
recall.
shit that happens backstage. Okay, so he was taken to wrestle court, right, in WWE
Hmm.
because he was selling Viagra.
Oh, what the
He
fuck?
was selling Viagra because a doctor he knew gave him samples, right? So he was selling it. One of the buyers, big man Viscera.
Bruh. Big Daddy
And
who?
and when he tells a story about when Big Viscera took the Viagra,
Uh-huh.
he called Teddy and said, "Teddy, when I took this Viagra, I looked down and I was like, whoa, whose penis is that?" Teddy Long then says, Viscera, by taking that Viagra, is the only person I know that could peel an orange through his pockets.
That's crazy.
It's like, what? I don't even know what that
That's
means, but,
crazy. I don't even want to unpack that, Justin. I don't even
I
want
mean,
to unpack
listen,
that, homie.
I guess at that time, if they needed a lumberjack match, they just called Viscera, just, hey, pop one of them right now, and you could be in this lumberjack match right now,
Yeah, yeah. He definitely had the wood for it.
It was so big, you know what I'm saying? It was like,
He was like Chip Duncan with the 2 by
I don't
4.
know. It was like Jim Dog. Maybe he was the reason why he was the real king of the ring. Big Mabel,
Ah,
right?
there you go. There you go. There you go.
Listen. Viagra is a crazy ass drug. But other than that, that's it, man.
All
That's all I
right.
got.
All right.
Should we get to the reason why we're here?
Let's do it.
And now, Sweaty Session.
Hush.
Okay.
Shut up, Big E.
So Big E, man. But since we got news that the Nintendo 64 is coming back in a console similar to the N64 Classic,
Yeah.
specifically was gonna be loaded up with some games. Hopefully, WWE No Mercy and
Mm-hmm.
WCW versus Nitro is on versus NWO is on there. I know those were one
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
classic
yeah.
64 games. But with that said, one of the classic 64 games and any game in Nintendo is Mario Kart.
Yep.
So we decided to do our own version, our own spin on it with the Getcho Wrestling Mario Kart We'll be
I'm with
taking
it.
wrestlers and giving them their own Mario Kart-esque vibe.
I
You know what I'm
love it.
saying?
Yeah.
So, Vince, do you want to go first or?
Sure. Okay. I'll give an easy one
Okay.
here. The first person that I thought about was Shotzi Blackheart and her TCB tank, take care of business tank, and it writes itself. It's a
Yes.
fucking tank. She can just start shooting her opponents and with the tank, and instead of like
Okay.
shooting the
Okay.
shells, she shoots them down with the tank and whatnot. And she can turn around, like she can drive, and, like it's all
Uh
perfect. It's all perfect. She starts howling when she finishes at the finish line. Instead of the shell, she can throw her helmet with the horns and just like pop them with
Yeah.
fire. You know, you can
Yes.
do that as well. So there's options with Shotzi Blackheart. You know, so I thought that would be an easy one for sure. Like Shotzi with her tank.
Okay. Well, I'm a tag team with you, homie, because I also have Shotzi Blackheart as well.
Uh-huh.
Same thing, car type tank, right? You know how like in Mario Kart they have the bananas, the shells, right?
Right.
The shells. So there's instead of the shells will be the skulls, like what you
Ah,
use.
yeah.
Um, I know they have the thing in Mario Kart where they have the squid show up and it blinds all the players.
Yes.
So that would be like the Black Lagoon because I know she's a fan of the Black Lagoon. So like,
Ooh. Yeah.
um, and then like in Mario Kart, there's a thing in I forgot which one is it, but like you can get a fake cube,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's like either a bomb or whatever, and then you
Right.
light it up to where all the cubes are. So the other players
Ah.
think that they're getting a cube, right? So
Yeah.
that's like the Landimate configuration that's in Hellraiser. It's like that little like puzzle cube that they
Ah.
have because she's a fan.
Okay.
Because remember when she dressed up as Hellraiser?
Yeah.
So yeah, that is one of the how he set up Shotzi Blackheart.
Oh, okay. I like that one. That's a good one.
Hmm.
It's a good one, Just. You went really knee deep into it. No, you went detail with it. That's what's up. I
Gotcha,
just
gotcha.
I didn't go that deep into it with the details, but no, that was good. Another one that I had, easy one here, obviously Eddie Guerrero and the Lowrider. You gotta have Eddie Guerrero and the Lowrider.
Uh,
So instead of throwing the shells, he throws the little fussy dice, kind of like the Batman thing, you know, like when he
yeah,
throws
yeah.
it to tie you up. Like he'll do it to like your car, and like you'll
Mhm.
go off the side of the road and whatnot. Or
I like that.
yeah. He could do that with the hydraulics. He could just like start bouncing over people and stuff like that. He bounces on the
Yeah.
car, kicks you back a little bit.
Getting
But
off the
also,
track, maybe, right? Like pushing them
yeah.
off, right.
Yeah, you know, he's notorious for lying, cheating, and stealing. You know, like
Hmm.
like it might be a thing where you can only do it if you're like right next to him, but like he goes ahead and like cuts your brake lines, like while you're like right next to him at the start of the race. You know, because
Yeah,
for I think it was like SummerSlam 2004 or SummerSlam 2005, where they did like an Olympic thing where they were doing like the
yeah.
sprint.
The
And he
triathlon, right? He was running.
he's a
Yes.
triathlon, and he super glued everybody to the starting marker. Like it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. You gotta really have it at the beginning. You can only really use it at the beginning.
Right. He's got a lot
So,
of tricks.
yeah, exactly. So there's that. You know, I thought that
No,
was
I
cool.
like that. I
Yeah,
like that, man.
yeah.
I like that. Um, so for me, I also have Mick Foley,
Okay,
right? So his car type is kind of unique. It's the dumpster that he got thrown in, right?
okay.
When him and Chainsaw Charlie. Um,
He
so
throws
like
banana peels in the trash.
yeah. So instead of the bananas, it's Mr. Sacco. So it's like all socks, right?
Oh, what kind of socks? Did he use them
Right?
prior? Are they dried up?
They're they're the slightly dirty, the one that's been in his pants for a long
Mm.
time, that type of sock.
Oh, smelling like Gunther, huh? The Gunther smelling kind.
Instead of the green shell, it's gonna be a bag. It's gonna be like the bag of thumbtacks, right?
Ooh, yes. That's a
Because
good
that's always
one.
one of his things that he does. We all hate the blue shell, right, in
Mhm.
Mario Kart, right? Because
Yeah.
your first place that can send you back to the fourth place.
Mhm.
Um, so it's taking place to the blue shell. It's going to be the bat that's wrapped in barbed wire.
Ooh, I like that. Barbie. That's what he called it.
Oh yeah, Barbie. That's right. That's what he called it. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. That's a good one. All right. No, I got another one. I
Okay,
got
okay.
I got Lex Luger in the Lex Express.
What? The bus?
Yeah, the whole bus. He starts ramming everybody with
Hell
it and
no.
stuff like that. Like he does
Hell no.
nothing. He does nothing. That's the joke. Just like Lex Luger, he did
Oh
nothing.
my gosh.
He just starts
It doesn't
going out there
even it
like
doesn't
waving the
even
American
get
flag.
anything.
Yeah. Yeah. If you get close enough, he'll get your character and like body slam him like Yokozuna.
Hell no. Hell no. Or maybe he can have mirrors, right? Because didn't he have mirrors to showcase his like biceps or some shit?
yeah. Oh, it's the rear view mirrors. They bust out super large and they blind you on
Blind
the
you.
glare. Yeah,
Yes.
they blind you like the final flat, like the solar flare from Dragon Ball Z.
There you go.
Hey, okay.
There you go. I see the vision.
But I had that, and I also thought about maybe Kurt Angle in the milk truck.
Oh, see, that's perfect.
So he just gets a hose and
That is perfect.
So instead of like the squid, it's just like a bunch of milk. So it just looks like cum on your screen.
Right, gold medals, right? Instead of the
Yeah.
turtles, it'd be gold. The
Yeah,
turtle shells would be gold
exactly.
medals, right?
Yeah, like a
right?
gold medal in the back of
okay.
your head or something.
Yeah, I got you. And then like maybe like
Oh no. He gets up there and starts shooting you with tranquilizer darts, just like he
what
did
he
to the
shot
Big
Big
Show.
Show.
Yeah.
Hell no. Hell no. And then like you know how like they has the car for like the turbo, right? The mushrooms, right? So instead of him, it'd be like Percocets instead, right? They can make the car go
There
faster.
you go. We unpacking now.
So I have Asuka as the other one, right?
Okay, that makes sense.
Hers is a sports bike. Of course, instead of the shells, it'd be masks because you know she has like all different types of masks.
Ooh, yes.
You know, like the going back to the thing that like blinds you, like the squid does. So it's gonna be mist, obviously.
Yeah.
Right. And then like for like the blue missile that shoots out, it's gonna be the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Ooh.
Right. So then like
That's
it's kind of
good.
like a weird thing. So like if you're first place and she could probably like swap places with you, type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and here's the thing. She has many different mists. So like each of them can do something different. You know, there's like a blinding one, there's one that just like blurs
Slows you
I don't know.
down.
Yeah, slows you down. You know, there's avenues there. I like that. Okay, so so you went with like wrestlers that have abilities similar to Mario Kart characters. I just kind of went with like famous or like iconic wrestling vehicles. So that's kind of how I tackled the sort of session.
Yeah, because I see where you're. I caught a theme here.
Yeah. So for me, here's another one. I went with John Cena. I had to create one for John Cena because he's in the thumbnail, right?
Yeah.
So for John Cena, because he has the sponsorship, he drives a Honda Civic Type R. Except for like you know when you get like the super like the star and you go in star mode and you start going past everyone. Instead of that, he goes into invisible mode where just like the invisible plane from Wonder Woman disappears because you can't see it, but you can't see him either. Like everything disappears. You know, like we were going back to the session last week. Randall from Monsters Inc. just disappeared.
Right. He would go invisible.
Yeah, exactly. So
I like that.
You can see everything. For you, it's everything regular, but everybody else doesn't see you. So you can start ramming people, hitting them with whatever, and they can't plan for you until it's too late. You know, he has the golden shovel. So he goes ahead and just like hits you with the shovel. So he's got that going on. He also has obviously it's got to have some spinners on that Honda Civic, so you know there's spinners on the wheel.
Of course.
Yeah, for sure. And on top of that, he had like the padlock and chain.
I was gonna say yes.
Go ahead and throw that. Like he'll lock you against the side of the road, kind of like you're getting towed or something. Like when you get the boot on your car, but you get like the lock on the tire.
Yeah, or it could be like you remember how like that big like Ball and chain monster would show up in Mario
Oh
Kart.
yes, I
So it'd
like
be like
that.
the padlock would just come and slam you out of place.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, we cooking.
Okay. I mean, you could also go somewhere with Peacemaker, the Peacemaker role. He just starts shooting you, assassin mode. But yeah.
Hell no.
That,
Or
that,
you, yeah, I got you. Marine, maybe Marine.
yeah.
Um,
Oh, the Marine. 12 rounds. 12 rounds.
12 rounds. Hell no.
Oh, I
What was
forgot
that?
what's his first name, but little brother Toretto.
Oh yeah. Oh, God, damn. What's his name?
Oh, it's Googleable. It's Googleable. Let me look that
We
up.
would have to go back. We have to go back.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let me look that up. Let me look that up
oh
while
yeah.
you go to the next one.
Actually, yeah, that would fit perfectly. Okay, so while you got that, so my last one is Rikishi. So his car type is obviously the car that he drove that knocked over Stone Cold.
Jacob Toretto.
Jacob, there you go.
Oh, the cross, like he hits
Yeah.
you with the cross.
That's too good. That's too good. Shout out Fast and Furious.
Shout out
So
Fast and
Rikishi,
Furious.
car type, is his
Mhm.
car, right?
Uh-huh.
Just like the shells, it'll be a block of hay, right? Because of the
Okay.
hay that he fell on at Armageddon.
Yes.
So instead of like bananas, it's gonna be like fedora hats, that he uses when he dances.
Ooh, yes, I like
To
that.
blind people, it's gonna be covered in shades, and then you're gonna have to move slowly to the beat of the music, because that's kind of like when he's
Oh,
getting ready to dance. You know what I'm saying?
gotta
So
do a
like,
little dance revolution to get out of
right,
the
right, right,
situation.
right, right.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say he's just gonna throw a bunch of butt cheeks at your face.
Oh, you know what? I was trying to figure that out. Like, but who wants cheeks? You know what I'm saying? Especially Rakishis.
Listen,
Instead of I guess instead of like the shells, it'll be cheeks,
yeah,
right?
and you know how like they make like those silicone uh toys for extracurricular activities in the adult
Okay, I got you.
demographic.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Maybe they can
Mm-hmm.
get some silicone like Rikishi cheeks, and he throws that at you, so you get stink faces.
Listen, listen. If people like to do that, let us know. We can
Yeah,
do a Getcho merch and possibly get one of those made. You
yeah,
know.
for sure. Okay, I like that one, homie. I like that one. That's a good one. I actually have a few, because I just kept writing shit down. So I'm
Okay.
just gonna just rapid fire go with a few of them because I don't have any like details with it. I just kind of have their rides. So I have JBL
Mm-hmm.
and the Longhorns limo. He could just ram you with the Longhorns in his limo for sure. There's that,
Smart. Smart.
Yeah, he can call ICE on you, and then like have your car be towed and like
Damn.
pulled over, racially profile you. Um,
Damn.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, he can either come out with the Zamboni or the ATV. They would come out when he was Sheriff
Oh
Austin.
yeah.
Yeah, he,
Yeah.
he just starts hitting you with beer bath.
The beer truck, right? The beer
Yeah,
truck, right?
exactly. I also had Undertaker in a hearse. I was gonna go motorcycle, but I thought hearse fit better with the Undertaker Deadman character. And then
Yeah. Yeah.
kind of like the blue shells that send you back all the way. So with that one, it's like if someone's coming from behind you, you can just like grab them and they go into the back of the hearse and it spits you out all the way towards the end. And then
Nice.
instead of the shells, he throws like actual literal tombstones at you.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
lightning
that.
bolt attacks. Fire coming from the ramp. He's going to be a very OP character for sure.
I got you. I got you.
Here's another one. Brock Lesnar in his tractor. He just starts flipping you over.
Like he did the ring.
Yeah, just like he did with the ring. This is one of my favorites. Kerwin White in a golf cart with a Dolph
Oh,
Ziggler
see that one? Okay.
with Dolph Ziggler as his caddy. He just gets a golf club and starts hitting the windshield, and your
Yep,
tires
yep, yep.
starts
That's
throwing
good.
golf carts at you. Stuff like that.
I like that. Well, I guess you could also do Hulk Hogan in the monster truck, right?
Yeah. I just
But
don't want to mention Hulk
yeah,
Hogan.
but who went to?
Here's one: the Mexicals in the giant
Oh,
lawnmower. They
oh,
hit you with rakes. They have hoses, so they spray you with water,
hell.
and then and then they have a mode where instead of like the star mode, it's like the multiply mode, where it goes from the giant like lawnmower to the 3 mini lawnmowers, and then you start like going, and you have to like
Hell
get
no.
all 3, so you can attack multiple people. You just go in there and just start hitting them with
It
rakes and
detaches like the other ones detach from the one, and then it becomes 3
exactly,
different. Okay,
exactly.
I got
Yeah,
you. I
like a
got you.
Voltron, It's like that.
Lontron.
Yeah, Lantron. There
Lontron.
you go. There you go. We got it. But I think that's all of them. The only other one that I can think of is
Okay.
like Hunico and Camacho and the lowrider bike.
Hell no, Tangaloa.
Tangaloa. That's a combination. Tangaloa and Tincada. Damn.
Bro.
Joke's on you. You use them. You just keep botching.
Tangaloa come out in the lowrider. My God.
Yeah. That's the joke. You use the
Hell no.
Unico Camacho one. It's essentially just Tangaloa and Sincada, so you're just botching. So you never actually are able to win.
You never reach the checkpoint. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
you never get to the first checkpoint for sure.
Hell no. I did go out and make and like kind of list like a couple tracks.
Courses. I like that.
Courses. So one of them is the ruthless aggression track, right? So it'll
Okay.
go like each like spot will be a different ruthless aggression, like the backslash with the blades going through it. You got to make it across, right? Armageddon with the fire, no mercy,
Ooh.
right? Kane's
Yeah.
mask would be like this long dark tunnel. King of
Okay.
the Ring with the giant ass chair,
I like that.
Three stages of hell was another track, right?
Ooh, that's a
So
good one.
so it'd be like the whole concept would be like the entire track is like fire, right? But
Mhm.
you're suspended on like tracks that are built from like a cell, tables, right? Because that was in the 3 stages of hell.
Right.
A ladder.
Yeah.
WCW's track was basically like all like the weird shit that they would do, like like Shockmaster, you know what I'm saying, was
Oh my
like
god.
you have to go through
RoboCop?
that area. Yeah, RoboCop, like all this weird shit, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah. So like, yeah,
Okay.
that was some of the things that I thought of.
So I have a few too. So you know how they I mean this is poorly timed now, but you know how they have Rainbow Road?
Yeah.
It'd be Unicorn Road. And it'd be just like New Day, like with the unicorns, the rainbows,
That
the
is smart.
Studios,
That
the
is smart.
Pancakes are flying at you all the time.
Yes.
Random unicorn
Yes.
horns poking at you, stuff like that.
And wasn't it like they had like the yellow brick road like on the floor when you would come out?
Yeah,
right?
they
Like,
did exactly. They did that as
yeah.
well. So I forgot what the course is called, but you know how like there's one where you're like by the beach and it's kind of like looks like you're like
Yeah.
the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the Island of Relevancy Road, and you're essentially on the Isle of Samoa, the Island of Relevancy, and you got to deal with like random ass Samoans coming at you with super kicks and thumbs and everything. I had the Matt Hardy compound. So you got to deal with like Vanguard 1 and Skarsgård, the boats, and everything else in between, all that shenanigans. Let's see what else.
Right.
I had the Firefly Funhouse match. So it's kind of like Bowser's Castle, but it's like the Funhouse. So you got to deal with all that craziness. Imagine like the craziness of the Funhouse match that John Cena and Bray had, but it's like a Mario Kart course. So there was that.
Right. And all the shenanigans with like Sister Abigail and all that.
Yeah. So I had Dead Man's Graveyard. So it's like a graveyard, but it's like Undertaker.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like Undertaker stuff, and then like you can fall into pits where you get buried alive and whatnot. So I had that.
Or like Inferno for the Inferno matches.
Yeah,
right?
I had that as well. I had House of Horrors Highway. So it's kind of like
from NXT.
no. House of Horrors, the match that Bray and Randy Orton had, where like
Oh,
Bray wore the white tank top.
yeah.
So it's kind of like Luigi's Mansion, but it's like a giant highway
Oh,
castle.
shout out.
Yeah. Speaking of NXT, I had NXT's parking lot because you can like take it out like at any moment. It's the most dangerous place in all of wrestling.
100%.
So,
100%.
so there was that. I had Suplex City as a course.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Just try to avoid like just hands,
Yeah. It's
giving
like
you soup like
random
this.
F5 tornadoes and stuff. You know, it's not WWE related, but I thought it was too cool to pass up. Top Flight Airport. So you're like at the airport, but it's top flight. You know,
Okay, got you.
Layla Gray is there to greet you. Shout out.
Hey, shout out.
And the last one, and it's one we talked about on the phone on Sunday, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe Saturday. And it's the Road to WrestleMania road. And essentially the beginning is the start line is the Royal Rumble because everybody's all jumbled up and stuff like that. And you got to go out there and get to it. Every checkpoint is another pay-per-view. So like Fastlane, then there's Roadblock, Elimination Chamber, No Way Outs,
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. So I thought
No,
that
that's
would be
smart.
cool. And then obviously the finish line is, WrestleMania, like with giant
Right.
ramp. You got to go up a giant WrestleMania ramp or something.
Right.
But yeah,
No, those are all good.
yeah.
Those are all great. I thought that WWE did a similar thing, not quite Mario Kart, but like a monster truck thing where they had
I think they
different.
did. I think they
They
did.
did, right? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I wasn't crazy. All right.
No. You're right. That's the thing that actually happened.
But you know what? They should develop something like this for like even in 2K, like have like a secret level. You know what I'm saying? Like where you could do that. Remember
Like some mini
how
games.
like
Like some mini games.
shout out Tekken. Tekken, I think Tekken 3 or Tekken 2, where
Right.
like if you built up enough points and you got all these characters, you could play Tekken Ball.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Right.
like yeah, WWE TK Sports should do that, right? Or
So
whatever they're on now.
I can't remember. I think it was exclusively to your cell phone, but I don't know if you played it. But back in the day, they did something like Mortal Kombat. It was called WWE Immortals, where it was kind of like Injustice and
Yes,
Mortal
yeah, I
Kombat.
did have that.
So they've
That
done
was
that in the
good.
past. They should do something that's like Mario Kart for WWE. I think that would be very cool. It would
Yeah,
be something
Immortals was a fun game.
yeah, it was a fucking fun game. It was a fantastic game. But also
Mhm.
too, like you're right, like maybe the next 2K do something like Mario Party or like Pokemon Stadium where you
Yep.
have like your little mini games
Yep.
and not just wrestling matches, it'd
Yeah.
be fun. Instead of doing like that whatever like that My Factions mode where you got to collect cards and
Oh my
that's just
gosh.
dumb. That's just dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
no, homie, this was fun. This was fun. This one, no lie.
This
But
was good. I mean, the deep dive that we did and the way you came up with stuff and I came up
mhm.
with stuff, this was definitely one of those that kind of like had its own life.
Oh yeah, and we want to hear from you guys too. Like either in the comment section or later on social media. Hit us up. Let us know who would you like to see as a Mario Kart character. What be their ride, their special abilities, what roads, what maps would you add
Mhm.
to the circuit? You know,
Right.
stuff like
Right. And
that.
please, like, let anything go. Doesn't have to be too serious,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah,
But yeah, Vince, won't you let the people know what you got coming up, what you got
yeah,
going on?
for sure, for sure. So I'm gonna try to get this by the time you listen to this. Hopefully it's been out or it will be out Thursday. Top 6 countdown video I did with Katie on the YouTube channel at 606 Universe, spell out the first 6, where we talk about the 6 women who we think should be the inaugural Intercontinental Women's Champion. And then over on Katie's channel, over on Chili Showcase on YouTube, we did 6 women who shouldn't or can't be the inaugural IC Women's Champion over there. And check that out for sure, because we got that going on. So there were fun videos and fun content. You should subscribe. subscribe there for sure.
Now, check them out.
Yeah.
If you like what I said and like everything that's going on here, you can find me at Get Your Podcast on Twitter, Get Your Podcast on Instagram. Please check out the Instagram. We also have our own YouTube channel, Getcho 316. We're trying to build that up too. Also, continue to follow Circle Debate. That's where you're always going to find us and our video content wise,
Right.
as much as the all the watch alongs that the homies do from Monday, even on Saturdays when they got PLE/pay-per-view/ whatever they call it by the time Netflix takes over.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
They do a good job there. So shout out to all of them.
Mhm.
Shout out to Culture Class as well. You can also find me at Marks and Mikes every other week. But guys, this was great. Any last words?
Nah. I'm good. I got nothing.
That's it, homies. We out of here. Konnichiwa, bitches.